What's up, world? It's TDavis. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of On the Top Coat. That button right there. Come for the nails while we talk a little bit.
Growing and growing, you're gonna have.
As the brand grows, you need to
there's
delegate
no way you
responsibility.
can do everything. Yeah.
Because that's something I was going to ask you, right? When it comes to at the point, what was the point where you saw it's like, oh snap, I'm starting to make money off of this now? Like, what was the moment that you saw as like, I mean, this
could work.
What was that moment? How did that feel? How did that? What was your day like? What was that?
Yeah.
That like the exact moment that if you can remember.
Yeah. If I can remember, I think my first check on YouTube was $1,700. $1,700. Yes. And I remember saying, oh snap. I remember saying, hold up, it's money in this. Right. And you gotta think back then, $1,700 for me was a lot. I think I was working a job after taxes. I think I cleared like $3,100 a month. You know what I'm saying? This is like after taxes. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm talking about a whole month. I only made 31. So I'm like, $1,700. I'm like, this is almost my whole little.
It's all right.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking, not only did I make the $1,700, but I made it doing what I love.
Right.
So I made it having fun.
Not really working.
And not really working. And I made it on my own time, working when I feel like it, not like a 9 to 5. I gotta get up, rush to work, hope I'm not late and all that. Yeah. So it was like, okay, I made my 17, doing what I love. I said, can I keep making money doing what I love? Because if I could keep making money doing what I love, then that's the ultimate goal. Like who don't want to keep making money doing what they love?
Right.
So yes, I made my $1,700 was my first check.
Okay.
Now mind you though, and I always like to tell people the backstory because like you said, people only see the top, right? So I love to tell my audience, y'all make sure y'all listen up. I was filming on YouTube for a straight year and didn't make any money. None.
The journey.
Yes. So don't think like, oh, you just get on YouTube and you just start making money. No, it truly is a process. You have to definitely be patient and you have to truly believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to believe in yourself because that's what's going to make you keep going when you're not seeing the money.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not making no money, it's very discouraging. Because you're like, oh, okay, I need to make money. I got bills. I got a livelihood. I'm not making nothing. I've been at this for 3-4 months. I haven't made $1.
Right.
So yes, it's very discouraging. But one, if you believe in yourself, even though you're not making money, my belief in myself was so strong. I knew in time it would turn to money.
Right.
But I had to be patient to wait for that time.
Right.
Yes. So I was filming for a complete year. And I mean, I filmed every weekend for a year straight. I did not miss one weekend.
Okay.
So every weekend for a year straight, I posted on YouTube 3 times a week, every week for a year straight. I think I got monetized like my 8th month.
In a year.
Yeah.
So it didn't come. It came.
Okay. It's crazy because some people get monetized in a month.
Sometimes.
Some people say they get monetized in 3 months. So everybody's different. But for me, it took me a minute. Like I remember my friends was like, you still ain't monetized? I used to be feeling bad. Like, damn, am I not doing it now? You know what I'm saying? But I had to tell myself patience, you know, like things are not overnight. Like Kobe didn't become the greatest player overnight. He's in the gym every day practicing. Yeah. And when you hear stories, people say he's the first to arrive and the last to leave. But that is why he's one of the greatest. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I think I got monetized on my 8th month. Okay. And then I want to say at the 10th month, maybe going into the 11th month is when I made the $1,700. Okay. So it basically took me a whole year, you know, and that's being consistent. That's not off and on. That's not me stopping and starting. This is every weekend, not missing a week, posting 3 times a week for a year straight. Okay. And so I got my first check was $1,700. Okay. The next month I went harder. The next month was $35. So when I saw the 35, I said, oh, I'm making the amount I make at my job.
We in the game now.
I said, 35, talk to me nice.
Right.
Talk to me nice, you know? And I was super geeked up. You know, I was proud of little old me because I'm like, you know, I did this. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, each month just kept getting better and better.
Okay.
And just kept getting better and better. But I always like to tell people the journey so they can really see and not get discouraged. Because I have friends, they'll start, they're like, yeah, I've been doing the YouTube thing for 3 months. I wasn't monetized. I stopped.
Right.
You know, or people be like, yeah, I was on Instagram, I was posting, I wasn't making no money, I stopped. I'm like, how long did you do it? People be like, man, I was doing that shit forever. I did it for 5 months. Forever. That is not long. That is not long. I tell anyone, whatever you want to pursue, do it consistently for 2 years.
Okay.
2 years. That's what I would suggest to anyone. And if in 2 years you haven't made no money, maybe you should pivot. Maybe you should switch. Okay. But I would say everyone should give it at least 2 years. And that's of consistency, of you doing it. And now if in them 2 years you haven't made $1, maybe you gotta change. Maybe you gotta change a little bit. Right. Yes. But how people be like, oh, I was doing it for 5 months. I just stopped. 5 months ain't nothing. I mean, when Nipsey was selling CDs out his car, you think he was making money? No. You know what I'm saying? He's literally on Slauson in the hot ass sun. I would get off my school bus and see Nipsey with his raggedy braids, white tee. I'm talking about CDs in the trunk for $5. Selling it. In the hot sun. Like, Nipsey wasn't really making no money off that music. Nipsey said in the interview, like, his money came from the clothes and the weed. And he used the money from his clothes and his weed to put into his music and to make his music. But he wasn't making any money from music. But again, he believed in himself. Remember, I always say you got to believe, you got to be patient. Those is the two. He believed in himself, one, and he was patient to keep going. So yes, eventually it turned into money. But you best believe when Nipsey was out there selling them CDs for the first year or two, he wasn't making nothing. You know what I mean? But he kept going, and look what he turned into.
You know, so let me ask you 2 questions. Let me ask you this. And you ain't got to give an exact number. You can give a range because I don't want people out there to get jealous.
Is this one supposed to turn on and then turn it on?
I got you. Okay. The biggest check you got from YouTube. You can give a range. Don't give an exact number because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want the cameras and stuff to break because we you know what I'm saying?
I've had good months on YouTube. And the thing, YouTube be up and down too. So that's why
like any business. Yeah, you got your highs and your lows.
Yeah, so don't get discouraged. Like some months you could be good, some months you could be bad. Like I've had some bad months. I'm talking about bad where I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And then I had some good ones, so it's up and down. But a good month, maybe upwards to like 20.
20 what? 20 what?
Okay.
Cory, we doing something wrong. Because goddamn it, why the hell we 20?
Yeah. But remember, this took years. This is a process. But yeah.
20K?
Yeah.
I will shake like a coconut on a tree for 20K.
Oh, wait. But this